Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel as always. My name is Liman, and in today's video we're gonna talk about the form I-751, which is a petition to remove the conditions on residence. So first of all, I am not an attorney. I am here to help you based on experience I have with this form. Now let's get started. First of all, if you see the expiration date right here, this form is expired, but we're still using it because USCIS did not update this form. These two parts right here, one is for USCIS use only, and one for immigration attorney if you use one. For us, we're gonna file this form by ourselves. So we're gonna start right here. We're gonna go to part one. Part one is about information about you, which is the conditional resident. That's the one he's gonna remove the condition. And you gotta remember, now this person, he was applicant in I-130. Now he's gonna become a petitioner. So he's gonna file, or he or she gonna file this petition. So in my case, that's my spouse. Last name is Bushi, and first name is Fatima. Middle name, as I said before, it can leave it blank or in A. Other names used, if you have any, you can enter them right here. But most of, I'm sorry, in some countries, when they get married, the wife, the spouse, get the spouse last name. So this is where we add these names right here, if you use any. So date of birth, it's one. We're still talking about the person filing this form. One, removing the condition. It's 1/1/1990. So country of birth, in my case, is Morocco. Citizenship is Morocco. And the A number, this person, since he or she has a green card, it will have A number. Check your green card. Social Security, since this person is within the United States, it will have a Social Security as well. USCIS online account, I will assume that this person does not have USCIS online account yet, because he's like trying to remove the conditional residence. So, but if this person filled a petition before, she will have a USCIS online account. So in this case, we're gonna leave it blank in my case. So material status, in my case, is married. Date of marriage is 1/1/2020. Place of marriage, in my case, is Morocco. And if the marriage through which you gained conditional residence has ended, provide the date it ended. If you get divorced or your spouse dead, you can enter it right here. So in my case, is in A. So sometimes the PDF does not gonna let you put NA over here because they will assume a date. But when you print it, I would like you to put right here NA instead. Just leave it blank for this one at least. This one, but the other one is okay. But for this one, we must put NA. Conditional residence expire on. Check your green card. It's one. I'm sorry. It's gonna be 8/8/2024. It's in my case. Check your green card expiration date. You will have it because CR1 it will have 2 years since the date you enter the US. So in my case, it's 8/8/24 is gonna expire. We're still part one. We're still talking about part one. Information about you, the conditional resident. In care of name, it's Bushi. Fatima, that's the person who is filing this form, which is the person he's gonna file to remove the conditional resident. Street name, it's 105 Robert Run. And city is Indianapolis. state is Indiana. And the zip code is 46221. Is 16. Is your physical address different than your mailing address? In my case is no. If you answer yes right here, you're gonna answer. If your physical address is different than the mailing address, you can answer it right here. In my case, is the same. So he's not gonna let you answer in your head if you see no. So, but if you answer yes, he's gonna let you enter the physical address. So we're gonna go to additional information about you. Are you in removal, deportation, or recession proceeding? I would like you to answer this honestly. Do not lie. They will find out. You gotta answer this honestly. So in my case is no. Was a fee paid to anyone other than an attorney in connection with this petition? No. Have you ever been arrested, detained? In my case is no. Please read this question carefully and answer them accordingly. So in my case is no, no, no. Probably in your case, I don't know. I don't know your case. So that tell you right here, if you answered yes to item number 20, provide a detailed explanation in part 11, additional information. We're gonna go on part 11. We're gonna go to additional information page, and we're gonna explain it as well. So we're gonna go to question number 21. If you married, is this different marriage than the one through which you gain conditional resident status? In my case, no. It's the same marriage. Have you reside at any other address since you become a permanent resident? This is very important. Have you reside at any other address since you become a permanent resident? If you say no, you're good to go. But if you say yes, you're gonna provide any address that you lived since you got your green card. So number 23, is your parent's spouse currently serving with employed by U.S. government and serving outside the United States? In my case is no. I'm finding this, by the way, for my spouse. So part 2, biographic information, not Hispanic or Latino. In North Africa, it's white, according to USCIS descriptions. The height is 5'8". The pound, it's 115. Eye color, and my wife is black. Hair color is black. Part 3 is basis for the petition. So my conditional residence is based on the marriage or my parents' marriage to a U.S. citizen or lawful permanent residence, and I am filing this joint petition together with select one to apply for you. In my case, in my spouse case, is my spouse. With my spouse. So they told you right, check all applicable boxes in the next section. So waiver or individual filing request. You gotta read this and see if they apply for you. In my case, none of them applies for me. So if my spouse is deceased, my marriage was entered in good faith, but the marriage was terminated through divorce or annulment. I entered the marriage in good faith. Anyway, you're gonna read this and see if they apply for you. If you do, you're gonna check the one they apply for you. So we're gonna go part 4, information about the U.S. citizen or lawful permanent resident spouse. If filing as a child, separately information about the U.S. citizen or lawful permanent resident step parent through whom you gain your conditional residence. Relationship, in my case, is spouse or a former spouse. Other information. So now we're gonna talk about the spouse. The spouse, its last name is Baker. First name, it's Robert. Date of birth, it's 1/1/1980. Social Security, it's 1111. This is a fake one. This is a U.S. citizen, by the way. This that's the spouse of the petition in this form. So A number, check your citizenship. certificate, naturalization certificate, you will have it, a number. A lot of people get confused with this one. However, but if the spouse is a U.S. citizen by birth, it does not have a number. People they come out of United States, they have a number, even if they become a U.S. citizen, but they still have a number. Physical address is the same. It's 105 Robin Run, City, Indianapolis. I'm living with my spouse. The state is Indiana. And zip code is 46221. Is the same address as my spouse. So country is USA. Part 5, information about your children. So if you have children, this is where you can add them. Provide information about all your children. If you need extra space to complete this section, you use the space provided in part 11. So in my case, I don't have no children. If you have a children, this is where you can add them. But in my case, I don't have them. Part 5, we're gonna, since I don't have a children, we're not gonna talk about part 5. Part 5, we're still talking about children's. Children number 5, physical address. Now part 6, accommodations for individual with disability and or impairment. Read the information in the form I-751 instruction before completing this part. Are you requesting an accommodation because of your disability or impairment? In my case, no. In my spouse's case, I'm sorry, no. Are you requesting an accommodation because of your spouse's disability or impairment? No. Are you requesting an accommodation because of your included children disability or impairments? No. But if you answer yes to item number 1 to 3, you gotta provide more information right here for A, for B, and for C. So in my case, in my spouse's case, so all of them no. So we're gonna go to petitioner, statement, contact information, acknowledgement, and appointment at USCIS application, support center, certification, and signature. This is a little bit confusing. I will tell you why. Because most people, when they file I-130, I-130A, and I-485, the petitioner is always the one is filing a petition for the applicant. Now, this applicant has a green card, so he or she's a petitioner. So, in my case, spouse, she came to the United States. She does not read or understand English yet. So we're gonna use. I have requested the service of. I'm her husband. This one. It's Baker Robert. I am not an attorney because I'm filing this form. I'm the spouse on this form, and also you can use interpreter as well, which is Baker Robert, because I filed her this form based what she was telling me. So we're gonna go right here. Petitioner contact information is a phone number. It's 317-111-111, and the phone number is the same, 317-1111, same phone number. And you gotta provide the email address. That's the way USCIS will communicate with you most of the time. It's bf@gmail.com. And the acknowledge appointment here. You can leave it right here blank, or you can do it right here. It's okay. You put your so it's not gonna let you do that. So when you print it, you gotta put the petitioner first name and last name, and understand. You read this, understand, I understand. You gotta read all this. So because there is a lot of penalties and if you lied. So part 7, petitioner statement, contact information. We're still talking about that one. Now petitioner signature. The date, what day today is 4/29/2023. Please do not sign it for this petition signature and the one just we talked a while ago. This you don't do anything. You're gonna write your name, full name over here, and the signature. But don't do that until you print it, and you're gonna do that by a black ink pen. So spouse or individual statement. Now you're gonna talk about your spouse, which is me, right here. So for me, I can read, I understand English, but I'm not using because I'm talking now about spouse. I'm not using one. I can read and understand English, so I'm not going to do anything there. Right here, phone number for the spouse is 317, and the spouse it's at Gmail. This part is a little bit, as I said, these two parts is a little bit confusing. Please just pay attention. We'll start talking about part 8, spouse. So same thing. You're gonna write the full name for the spouse right here when you print it. Spouse individual signature. As I said, do not sign it, do not initial it or for your name. Just date it, and when you sign and when you print it, then sign it. It's 4/29/2023. So part 9, enter purchase contact information. You're gonna add it right here. In my case, in my spouse case, she used me as interpreter, so I'm gonna put my name, which is Robert Baker. I'm sorry, that's first name. I don't have a business, just I'm individual. And mailing address for me, you're gonna put the same mailing address is 105 Robert Run, and Indianapolis. State is Indiana. And the zip code is same one, 46221. The country is USA. Contact information. Phone number is 317-22222. That's a fake phone number. Enter purchase email address is br@gmail.com. gmail.com. Email address, I don't know why there's not b@gmail. That information. So enter purchase. I certify that I am fluent in English. It's and which is the same language provided in part 7 in Arabic. So she used me as an interpreter, so I'm gonna put the language that I used to interpret for her. So I use Arabic. Here it does not let me enter the Gmail. I can leave it right here, and then when I print it, I can put .com. I don't know why it does not let me do that over here. So we're gonna enter purchase is the same signature. Do not sign it until you print it. Do not initial it, and do not put your full name over here. Just date it is 4/29/2023. As I said, do not do anything until you print it, and then then sign it. Prepares full name. So you're gonna put my information as well right here because I prefer I interpret it for her, and as well I prepare this form. It's a Baker. It's Robert. I don't have no organization. Prepare mailing address is the same thing. 105 Robin, Ron, Indianapolis, and the zip code 47229, 46229. State is Indiana. Prepares 317-2222. Prepares phone number. I don't have a fax number, so email address. It's R at Gmail. So here you get the prepare statement. You're gonna tell I am not an attorney or accredited representative, but I have prepared this petition on behalf of my petitioner and with the petitioner consent. So you got just I need you to pay attention to this. My spouse has a green card, will expire in 2 years. I am preparing for her this form, and also she has to give me the information I need. So I am interpreters, and at the meantime I am a prepare. So that's why I put my information for both prepare and interpreter. We're gonna go to the next one, part 10, contact information, statement, certification and signature of the person preparing this form. So prepare is the same. It's 4/29/2023. Please do not sign it until you print it, then sign it by black ink. So I want to talk about this additional information because most of the time is a little bit tricky. So here, when you add, for example, address, please put the item's number. When you put the item number, put the numbers for address, for example, 1, 2, 3, and the full 1. So now we're gonna talk about where to file. So if you live in this state right, Connecticut, Florida, Georgia, Guam, Illinois, Indiana, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, all these states right here, if you use US Postal Services, you're gonna send it to this address right here. If you use FedEx, UPS, and DHL deliveries, you use this address right here. However, if you live in the other state, which is Alabama, Alaska, American Samoa, Arizona, Arkansas, Armed Forces Europe, all this right here, California, go read this. You will send it. If you use US Postal Service office, you will send it to this address right here, to Phoenix. If you use FedEx, UPS, or DHL, you will use Arizona as well, Tempe, Arizona. So this is the end of this video. I hope you like it. If you do, please subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell. Just you gotta remember, if you watch my videos very carefully, you will make your immigration journey very smooth. I guarantee you that. Thank you, and see you in the next video.